What's cracking YouTube, Neck Punch here, and today I've got a couple of brand new Pokemon for you. Now, when I design Fakemon, sometimes I think of the concept first, sometimes I think of the name first. Today's Pokemon began with the type combination. I was looking through different type combinations that I hadn't used yet, and I came across Sonic and Poison. And I started to brainstorm around what could a Sonic Poison type be? What could poisonous sound possibly mean, and how could that translate to be a Pokemon? And I came across a couple of concepts. The first one is infrasound. Now, infrasound is sound that has a lower frequency than the normal limit of human hearing. So it's basically sound so low that we can't hear it. Now, many animals emit infrasound, and even though we can't hear it, it can still affect our bodies and our brains, causing things like nausea, headaches, dizziness, and irritation. And I also found it interesting to learn that the word noise and the word nausea have the same origin. And I went ahead and designed this Pokemon, Noisia, the insidious Pokemon. It lurks in crevices deep underwater where there is very little light, emitting inaudible frequencies to disorient prey. It's a little worm in a shell, based physically to resemble a uvula and a mouth. Noisia's signature ability is called Undertones, and it's meant to simulate the idea that it's constantly emitting infrasound. It means that every turn Noisia is on the field, all other Pokemon have a chance of being poisoned at the end of the turn. Noisia also has a signature move called Infrasound, which is essentially toxic, but as a sound-based move. Now that may sound completely redundant, but it will make sense once you see Noisia's evolution. Now for the evolution, I wanted to showcase a different kind of toxic sound, that being the concept of dissonance. Dissonance is the opposite of harmony. It's what happens when you have sounds that don't go together. Unlike infrasound, dissonance is usually audible, but like infrasound, it can also cause nausea and agitation. So when Noisia levels up knowing the move round, it evolves into Hissonance, the forked tongue Pokemon. Its two heads deliver sounds at slightly different frequencies, creating dissonance, which causes irritation and confusion in its opponents. I decided to focus on the irritation and confusion aspect of dissonance for this evolution, and gave Hissonance its own ability called Dissonant Tones. This ability gives all sound-based moves a chance to confuse the target. This means that if it learns infrasound as a Noisia, Hissonance now has a version of Toxic which also has a chance to confuse. Hissonance is designed to be a monstrous defensive Pokemon. Its typing makes it only weak to ground, dark, and flying. And in addition to infrasound, it gets all kinds of statusy tricks like Yawn, Glare, Lick, and Scald, plus boosting moves like Coil and Withdraw. It also gets its own new move called Poison Tongue, which is a physical poison type move with a chance to paralyze. So they have two of the newest additions to the Coteinn region, Noisia and Hissonance. I actually only designed these guys early this year when I was having my time off. I'd love to blame having a newborn baby and the sleep deprivation that comes with it for the weirdness of these Pokemon, but I think by this point we all know this is just what I do. Let me know what you think of them in the comment section, and be sure to tell me which type combination you would like to see me design a Pokemon around next. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Do leave a like if you enjoyed, and until next time, my name is Neck Punch. Have a good one.